Today, guys, I'm gonna tell you guys a story how an artist quit because of a client's commission. So the story begins of me just, looking around Twitter. I don't really stay long for Twitter because, obvious reason, it's got a damn toxic place. But, I was posting my art, interacting with other people, and just kind of, marking myself, you know what I mean? But I stumbled upon a tweet which was recommended to me by an artist named Stari. Within this tweet, she kind of talked about a confrontation that she had with a client over a commission about of not updating and also taking way too long to finish this certain commission. So this started all in December 31st. So this is what the tweet said right here. I had a well-deserved confrontation. A client was unhappy with the way I handle a commission process, and it made me realize this line of work is not for me. Anyone with outstanding art, I'm sending DMs to. If you need something from me, I forgot to reach, please reach out. TLDR, I quit. Now, this seems to be like a very frustrating situation where like it was probably too much at the time, but to a point that you quit as an artist, I had to look through more into this story, more look through what happened. And I even found other side of the conversation. So we're gonna finish this tweet, but I found the client, guys. I did find the client. So this is the other part right here. It says it's not a commission burnout. I can't function at a quick enough pace to sustain myself. I effed up. I let my anxiety control my workflow and interactions. I just can't do it no more. So I kind of understand sometimes this happens to us as artists. Sometimes you can't work as fast. Sometimes we're not as motivated or as like driven to finish a certain commission. The workflow, like there's so many things, right? With a commission, what I realized in my early career is always update. You may be able to take time, like maybe a month, 3 months, 4 months, even a half a year to a certain extent. But if you give the client update, just a simple update of what's going on, for the most part, what I've been interacting with, they'll be okay with it. They will be okay with it. They just have questions because they want to know what their money is going towards to. That's literally it. And we're gonna get into this more, but what I'm thinking is that something in that situation happened when I first read this tweet. It's like because when she said, or when they said, sorry, the part where it says I am not a fast artist, I couldn't really do this as fast paced as I wanted to. So that's giving me like, oh, they took forever for the commission, and it probably didn't update the client. That's my first guess when I read these tweets, pretty much. Because when we read the next tweets right here, it's ridiculous to have 0 updates for your client for an entire month. It's true. I should have told them I hadn't started on their commission yet. My line of thinking of contact when you have a whip wasn't professional. This is the problem what some artists do. Even if you haven't even started on it, or maybe you don't have a lot of big things on it, just tell them, hey, I'm going through my list. This is what I'm working on. I'll be getting to your commission very soon. Or, hey, I haven't got started on it. Sorry for the late, progress, update, stuff like that. But I just want to update. Hey, I'm still working on it. I'll get started very soon, and I'll give you something very, very soon. Something like that. Be professional about it and get you working. So by reading this pretty much tweet, I was like, okay, so what happened was bad communication. She took too long and gave no updates. That was the first thing I saw. But then I had to look through all like the mentions, the retweets, stuff like that. Yes, I was kind of being investigating a little bit. And then I did found the client. So here it is, the client. So this is the client that was unhappy about it. This is the first tweet right here. The unhappy client and the receipts she attached pictures. Deleting all your links doesn't erase the screenshots I already took, including your backup accounts, in anticipation of you scrubbing proof. I hope I never to post those, and this issue ends here. So within this first part, they show 4 images. They wanted the commission, they like it, they talk about pricing and stuff like that, and when to start it. But we're gonna read the last 2 images. That's the most important parts of this pretty much confrontation. So in this one, it shows that the commission officially started on September 22nd because the payment was sent. And then on the second one, it showcased that it's been a month later, and that's where like the you know, the drama or fight, whatever you want to call it, happened pretty much. Hi. Hope you're doing well. Checking in for an update, which is perfectly fine. They just want an update. And then the artist wrote this: I won't be able to deliver it before the 13th. More likely, I am very sorry. So the 13th of November was kind of like her debuting her VTuber stuff. Just showcased a lot of artwork about her VTuber, etc., stuff like that. And then that's when she was like pretty much upset, like, what? I don't understand. It's 2 months. It's like, what's going on? And here is the second part. All right, here's the second part right here, guys. After the first attempt of asking for an update, I was muted on Twitter. I was unmuted at some point in December only, so I myself could see the whip post. I was never contacted directly. The whip post was nothing similar to what I requested and sent on to the Pinterest post board. Sorry. So this is where it starts. Right here. If there isn't been a start yet, I would like to request a refund. PayPal email is above. So here's the artist response right here. Right, yes, I stated in my TOS, my time frame for commissions is 1 to 3 months. If I run over that, I offer refunds. Otherwise, I do not offer refunds. If I'm still within my time frame, I apologize for them being a time constraint. If I had known, I would have able to deliver it for your debut. Thank you for your time and patience. This is where the artist messed up. You should never expect anything from a client, or even the client not saying when I need it by. But I believe if you look back, the client never said when they needed by. They never put a time frame on them. And she did say the artist had a TOS of 1 to 3 months. That was the TOS. And not only that, in the tweet she said, it did not look like anything of the Pinterest reference. But if you look back on her tweet, right, on the message right here, I do have a Pinterest board with general ideas. However, I am open to artists' freedom if you have something in mind. So right now, I'm not fully on the side of artists or the client, but as you can clearly see it, with the evidence shown right here, there was no deadline, and she gave the pretty much the freedom to the artist. Like permission to do freedom of the artist. She gave the Pinterest post, you know, just like, hey, you could use these, but you know what, you could do your thing. So, so this is where things get a little bit weird, and the conversation, like the back and forth, it gets a little bit confusing a little bit. So pretty much right here, she's pretty much asking for a refund at this point, which I kind of feel she has a little bit entitled to it, because if she's been taking that long, even though the deadline was not like given, but there has been no progress within the commission within a lot of time. If there was progress, then the artist have his case, but she did not showcase any progress. But it gets worse. Because she says right here, the client, I asked for a refund if you haven't not started piece, as you have not invested any time. I'm afraid that in the future communication will continue to be an issue. I asked if there's any estimate timeline for this piece, to which I expected even a whip concept of 1 to 3 months working time is acceptable. But if there is no work being done, I would like to request resurface elsewhere. I did not offer refunds for your commissions. Will be done within the next couple months. Thank you. Oof. Okay. So me personally, this is where an artist is kind of be like, yeah, don't worry, I got you. I'll get it done. Let's move on. That kind of thing, kind of like blowing off a little bit. There is not the way to respond to a client who's already frustrated. Just reassure them that, hey, I got something I'm working on right now. And I was the artist. If I was the artist, I would have worked on a whip right away. Then I will respond like a little bit right there, but like, hey, I got something. I'm almost done working on the whip, so like, just give me some time, and I'll send you by today. That's what I would have done. I would have dropped everything I was doing. I would work on that for like the next hour, 2-3 hours for whip. If does not take too long to get an idea out and get things moving. That's what I would have done. Not tell them, hey, just trust me. I'll get it done. I'll work on it. Don't worry. All right. That's the bad way to respond to a client, who especially who's frustrated. So pretty much the client is just asking, I just want an update. What's going on? Right? Well, she's every right to ask. After a month, come on, you got. She has. They have every right to ask for an update. And the artist This is where I feel that artists messed up again with the response again. November 13th isn't 3 months for September 21st. You didn't communicate a deadline, which is true. Which is true. I have other works on my list. This isn't uncommon for my commissions. Have a good night. That is not a way to respond to a client. You're literally trying to, your response to like, here you go, please shut up. In that kind of lens, because that's what you're saying. Have a good night. You know what I mean? Very bad. And they said, I never said that it was 3 months out. I explained the importance of the deadline multiple times, which you did after, after the month update kind of thing, which is like, okay. Not okay, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, I got the idea. November 13th, okay, I got the idea. But she's not even asking for that. She's just asking for an update. What's going on with her piece? Give me the whip, something like that. Just give me an update of the artwork. That's why I am literally just trying to get an update for you in general. Asking for an update isn't uncommon. Very true. Artist, my personal opinion, is the one messing up the most because the client is the client and you want to please the client and you don't want to get them mad. You want to tease the not tease, like get the tension down, right? You want to get the tension down, reassure them, showcase some trust. Like I said, if I was this artist, I would have dropped everything and made a whip. A whip does not take that long. All right. If you want to put a little bit extra flavor to it because you've been taking a little bit long, then you want to take at least an hour to 3 hours straight, at least work on the whip, get it done, and then show him that, and then be like, hey, tomorrow I'll send a full version more. You work on another 3 hours on that, and then you get them the update they want. That's how you should do things. You should not like continue, be like, hey, I'll get it done. I'll get a whip done. Don't worry. It's just like that. That's not the way you do things. That's not the way you respond to things. All right, guys. So this is where things get even worse. So since some time has passed by, she wrote, looking for an update if the work has not been completed or near. I will accept a partial refund, or as of now, it's past your TOS refund date. Thank you. Grayscale is done. Just need to color it. Thank you. And she sent an update of the artwork, which she was not happy about. But the way the artist is, it frustrates me a little bit how the artist is responding. Like, you get annoyed, but as artists, we gotta be nice no matter what. We gotta keep things calm. Do not send sassy type messages back. Like, here you go, thank you, bye. Like dismissing them kind of feeling that you should never do that. So this is the third part and final part right here. I didn't press the issue of a refund the first time because I had hoped the art would still be delivered and had the ability to discuss the whip. Neither happened. I asked for a partial refund because I thought that was fair compensation. I'm happy to leave this in 2022. Which, in my opinion, if it's been more than 3 months of your TOS, then they have a right to a partial refund unless they're happy with the whip, they're happy with the idea, and you'll be like, okay, I'm sorry it took too long, but I'm fine getting started on your piece. So let's get this done. Like, reassure them. Don't dismiss them. So when you get something like this is gonna be bad. Yes, I, as the client, had to research through your feed for my own whip. I am asking for another update beyond the one you posted, but it's clear there isn't one. Is this Is this how you do business? My job is honestly dropped that you had to, YouTube don't get me in trouble. To send me a screenshot of your timeline. I had hoped our relationship would improve, but instead you took my money up front and haven't talked to me again. No communication by you on progress of DMs of whips. When I tried to ask for an update, you treat me with hostility. Your Trello, I didn't say it, sorry I messed up, hasn't been updated since March. The art doesn't reflect any of the ideas I sent you in my Pinterest board. Your TOS is no longer visible, but I do have screenshots. So this right here, this is where the client messed up, because if you remember from the message before, she said the artist does have freedoms. I do have a Pinterest board to give you reference and ideas, but you have freedom to do what you want. So that's the one part that I will give to the artist, and the client messed up. If you don't want the artist to go whatever they feel like and freedom wise, don't say that. So let's continue. I will take a partial refund again. It's not since it's not complete, nor any idea I sent you, or I will dispute my full amount with PayPal on January 2nd. Worst experience ever. This is how the artist responded. Okay, I'll send you $150 thanks. Here's the whip. I am not home, but I'm not really in the mood to deal with you anymore. You know what? Actually, take the full 300. So you can't come back and be word about it later. I'm still finishing the commission, by the way, because I'm really proud of the way it's turning out. Consider this a final FU. So as you can see, the artist messed up really bad. You should never get mad at a client like that. You should never do that to a client, especially since they just wanted an update. So, in my opinion, the client is in the right, the artist is in the wrong. Yeah, this is the client's last message right here. I am taking the refund, donated to someone who needs a new computer. It's never been about the money. I only wanted the art in the manner I requested. Because I paid you to deliver a service, you drawn whatever you wanted, claiming to be proud of, is using my character. You do not have my permission to post my character as I'm seeking a refund, thus terminating our contract. It's been about your attitude and unwillingness to communicate with me, muting me because I only asked for an update. Now I thank you for showing your true colors so I can now share it on Twitter. Happy 2023. I mean, to a certain extent, the artist, I believe, could still share the artwork. Just, can I get monetization for obvious reasons? But I think they could still just post it on Twitter or Instagram or anywhere they want if they wanted to. But I could be wrong because again, I never done that before, so I never looked like into the laws of that. But if you guys know, let me know in the comments below if an artist could do that. But if they got paid for it or not paid for it, but it's kind of like, oh, I did this fan art. You know what I mean? They could say, oh, this is just fan art. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Look, guys, in my opinion, the artist messed up. The client wasn't right because he just wanted an update. But it's sad to see that an artist is like quitting because of this commission, this experience. Like we all had bad experiences with commissions or certain things because things happen, miscommunication or something like that. I looked through her artwork. She is very talented of what she does, of her artwork and her style, stuff like that. But yeah, like just admit that you're wrong. You messed up the communication. Yes, you got frustrated. You should never curse at your client or anything like that. And just move on and just keep doing you, do your artwork and gain the trust of the people again, because you could still do that. You just lost your cool. Just admit that you're wrong. And yes, it will take some time, but you could have got out of this. You did not have to quit. And reading her tweet, it kind of feels like she does not have a lot of confidence in herself, even though she's really good. But I don't know anything else in her life going on, so I can't get my opinion on that part. But yeah, hopefully you come back, take a breather, take a little break, a month or 2 months or whatever you need, like that. Don't take a full long break, in my opinion, but just take a little break and come back and get to work. And even reach out to her, be like, hey, I messed up, I was wrong. Here is the free artwork right here. Since I was already doing it and you say you were gonna finish it anyway, just give the artwork for free. Tell them you're sorry and just give them the artwork for free. If they want to accept it or not, that's on them. But at least you put your hand out there, like, here you go. I'm very sorry. I messed up. That is my opinion. That's what I would done. Because, things happen. But yeah, it's just sad to see that, bad experience with the commission, stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. And like I said, in my opinion, the artist was wrong. The client was right because he just wanted an update kind of thing. And that's just my advice to the artist. Like, hey, don't quit. Keep doing you. You'll figure it out. Just take a break and just finish the artwork and give it to the client for free. As the token of your apology kind of stuff. What do you want to call it? And just like, hey, man, I messed up. I got frustrated. I'm very sorry. And that's literally it. And just move on. And just keep doing your art because you are an amazing artist of what I've seen. So, yeah, that's too much it, guys. I just want to leave it like kind of on a somewhat positive note. But, yeah. Let me know in the comments below what you would have done, what the artist could have done better. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like, subscribe, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, much love. Thank you guys for all the support. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Bye. Whoop.